Hey everyone, welcome to Laratips. In this video, we'll be looking at 5 new things that are added to Laravel version 9.18.0. So let's get started. The first thing that has been added is this ability to define with relations as a nested array. So let me show you that over here. I am just getting this first user, and here you can see this user. And inside the user, we have posts relationship. So let me show you that here, user, and here is the post relationship, and inside the post we have this comments relationship. So whenever we try to get posts and comments from a user from the relationship, then we had to do it like this. So here before we would do it with, and let's say posts and post dot comments like this. We had to repeat this posts again. So now if I do it like this, then I'll see here user, and here is the posts, and this is comments on the post. But now we don't need to do it like this. This syntax is also supported, but there is this new syntax, and here now we can write here comments like this, and it will work the same way. You can see here. And suppose, let's say we only want this here ID, let's say, and user underscore ID, and let's say title. You can see here ID, user ID, and title. And let me just refresh over here. Then I am only getting this ID, user ID, and title, and all the other columns are not here. And it is similar to that feature that was already existed in the Laravel, but this is the new syntax, array syntax. And suppose, let's say, if you want to filter the comments that were commented, let's say some time ago, then you can just do here like this, and here you will get query, and you can just say here query, and where created at is greater than or equal to something or less than or equal to something, then you can do it over here. Similarly, there are so many things that you can do. You can see here in the pull request, and I'll be leaving the link of all these pull requests just below that like button. So here you can see here, you can just do it like this, or you can do it like this over here. Similarly, you can also do it like this. This I have shown you just before, and you can do it like this. But some of the things that are not supported are, you cannot write here like this with double, and you cannot just do users here and again here users colon email like this. These kind of things are not supported, and you can look here in the pull request, or you can see in the documentation. The second thing that has been added is this host, httpHost, and schemeAndHttpHost to the request class. I am here currently here in this, let's say, laratips.test, and when we visit this link, then we'll go here in the home controller, and let me just uncomment this, and we have these methods now in the request as well. This request is the eliminate http request. Now if I just hit reload, then we can see here this is the host, and you can see here another one is httpHost, and this is the whole schema, this schema and httpHost. And there is a slight difference between this and this. However, it is showing the same thing over here, but if you just go here inside this host, and it is just getting this host from the Symfony request. So just go here, and this is the method from this Symfony. Okay, and here it will just return the host name. This method reads the client host name from the X forwarded host header when the trusted proxies were set via set trusted proxies. The X forwarded host header must contain the client host name. So it will get the host name like this. Similarly, if you go back over here and see here in the get httpHost, then you can see here the port name will be appended to the host if it is not a standard port. The standard ports are 80 and 422, I think, for HTTPS, and if any other ports are used, then it will return that port as well. Sorry, it's 443 for the HTTPS. If this is not the port, then it will return it like this: the host name, the colon, and the port name. And the third one is this, as you have already seen. Now let me just go over here, home controller, and comment this out. Now let me just go over here. The third thing over here, the third thing that has been added is this fake helper, and you can easily access this fake from anywhere. Before we could only access it in the factories, but now we can do it anywhere. So let me go over here in the welcome. I have done it like this. You can see here fake name, fake sentence, fake paragraph like this. And now if I come here and refresh the page, then you can see here this is the name, this is the sentence, and this is the paragraph. And whenever I reload, every time the data changes. It will be very easy to generate some random data and use it. The fourth thing that has been added is this. You can see here this handle exceeding cumulative query duration, but this method has been changed now. If I just show you over here, I have added that here in the app service provider. You need to add this. It is renamed to this when querying for longer than, and this is the millisecond. Suppose let's say if any query is greater than 1 millisecond, then we will log this thing. And you can see here over here, then this query is taking more than 1 millisecond, and it is not taking up to 1 millisecond, it is in microseconds. So whenever this query is executed, this thing will get executed again. And I think so many things are already logged over here, so I'll just remove this. So what we can do is, whenever a query is taking longer to load, let's say 5 seconds, whatever the query time is longer for you, just write here in the milliseconds, and we can notify the developer or just send a Slack notification. And if you don't know how to send a Slack notification from the Laravel application, then you can check my video tutorial on my channel. I'll be leaving the link of that also just below that like button. So here we are only logging. This is just logging, and here we'll get the connection, and from the connection you will get so many methods. You can just check it out here in the connection, and this connection is this one, Illuminate database connection. So now whenever I refresh this page, so here it is taking more than 1 millisecond. So here if we go here in the laravel.log, then it will get logged over here, and it is saying this database queries exceeded 1 millisecond on MySQL, and this is coming from this connection name. The fifth and the final thing that has been added is this invokable validation classes. You might already know that we can create a rule which can be used in the validation, or we can just do the inline validation by using closure, but this one is just in the middle of those. You can just create a class. Before it used to be like this, but now it will be like this, and it will only have one method, and it will have attribute, value, and fail. And I am not going to show you this by practically because it is very easy, and we can just return it from here. So instead of just doing it like this, we can just return here string like this, and if it fails, then this will be shown. Whatever the thing that is inside this fail will be shown. What the author has said here in the pull request, that everything will be in the same place. Suppose let's say here, if you want to show the message for, let's say something went wrong over here, then you had to write the message over here in the next method. But here you can easily do that over here in the same line, and you can easily use this similar to that of the rule like you have used in a validation. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.